Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be reacting to What We Do in the Shadows, episodes 7 through 10. Finishing up season 1, let's see what Nadia does next. So, Baron's dead, what are we going to do?
Blood.
They're still on the drug blood from the party night, so good luck, good luck.
Put the hat on. He's half off.
Oh my god, you broke him in half.
His body.
Guillermo's freaking out. Damn, they woke up the next day and they literally just don't remember how he died. I mean, we have video though. Like, do you want to see the video? You know, that we're here, we're documenting things. We can show you. We can do that.
So we murder him?
Yep.
He might have floated.
Yep. Guillermo remembers. I like how he had the toy in his hand and now Guillermo has it.
So just get him.
His last sip of blood and it woke him back up because he's an old and powerful vampire. The sun burnt him to a crisp, but he's still alive.
Yeah. There's more ravens. They're giving me the shits. Guillermo,
Damn, they're being surrounded by ravens.
shield us from the ravens.
The sky is filled with them. No,
Let's
let's just
go
go
inside.
inside.
Fill
That is so many.
the hole. Keep filling. But the ravens.
Hey! She slays. Honestly, her and Nadia, the real stars of their show.
You have been sent! We sent 500 ravens!
Yes, but
They sent 500 ravens, but how would they know? Like, you should have telephoned.
we have a telephone.
We will be there, thank you. Fly!
Super easy. You just hold the raven and you say, yes, I will be there. You fly away and tell them, thank you. And then it's done. And then it's done. Why is that so hard? Nice.
Couldn't you just have telephoned?
We get it, Nandor. You'd rather her telephone.
The Vampiric Council.
I love that. It's true, you're not supposed to turn a baby into a vampire. It's true, you're not, but... You know, I was bored. Great excuse. Great excuse. No punishment needed. Slap on the wrist.
Obviously, we are all on edge. He's put
The Temple of Blood Devourers looks very fancy from the outside.
to be about
So glad you could make it.
I love how she is adding the Vampiric Council to the building because they move from town to town, so they just rent out a building and then, or they rent out like an apartment space, like an office building, and then they set up shop there and then they summon you to them. That makes sense. That makes sense, honestly. In the basement, of course. Honestly, I love her so much.
And we're here. And follow me.
Love it. Love it.
How did she do that?
Not the human? That's not fair. He's your familiar. It's been a decade. Come on. A little blood bubble in my throat. I love her so much.
You'll see.
Slay. Familiar lounge. Awesome. Let's go.
Do it. Follow me. Watch your step. I don't have to. I glide.
This is Basilica the Defiler. You are Nandor the Relentless. You are Nadia the Queen and Laslo the Great. However, this man, we have to hear him say it because it's just so iconic.
This is Basilica, the Defiler,
Hello.
and I am Garrett.
I am Garrett. That's all. There's no title.
Garrett
The vampire.
Simple. Nice.
Garrett the Vampire.
Now.
So, I'm guessing that the Baron's familiar told the Vampire Council about it? Because how would the council have known?
It was probably a stupid thing to say, and we are...
It's an LED light.
Oh.
There's no way we could have fire. The fire marshals would have a fit.
I love that. Well, it's an LED light. There's no way we could have fire. Fire marshals would have a fit. I love her so much. She slays. I know it's half the writing and like half her acting, but she is iconic. Honestly, she's like, no, we still have to follow guidelines. Just because we're centuries old doesn't mean we get away with shit. It's an LED light. Stop fucking around. I love her. Oh my god, they're prisoners. Great, great. If they're prisoners here and they think that your story was good and that the Vampire Council is gonna let you go, they probably won't.
Pouring room for too much defiling.
They say I turned a baby into a vampire and left it in the Bronx. Who would...
Damn, Garrett's there because it was Laslo turned a baby and left it in the Bronx and they blamed it on Garrett. Damn. And the defiler's there for too much defiling? That's fucked up. That's literally her moniker. I love her. She's like, yes, right now. They said now. They had their break. They're ready now. Shut up. We're not being friendly with y'all. You're prisoners. Go back to your boredom.
Ow.
Wow, that's a... The Familiar Lounge always sucks.
No, we're not.
The spectacle could
I love her.
Hang.
You could hang. No, no, please don't. Please don't hang us. No, no, what did we do?
here.
You can hang here. Like, hang around. I love how she just paused. I love her pauses, honestly. I love this
Until the
episode.
trial starts.
I love her. She sticks around for a while.
We are not ready.
We are
No,
ready.
we're not ready, but they're ready, so it's a spectacle. Get ready. Let's do it.
The call of judgment. To do something a little bit special. They rehearsed it for decades.
They rehearsed this dance for decades, okay? Slay.
On Staten Island.
Love it. She's like, on where are we? Staten Island. On Staten Island.
Welcome.
I love it. And he's like, I don't believe he's good enough because he's a daywalker.
Leslie, can you hear us?
With vampire law, they have to have a local vampire on the council, and they chose Colin. Oh my god, no!
What the fuck are you doing here?
Okay, now.
So why are we gathered on
He does speak, she just rarely talks.
of human?
I love him. I love how he's on the vampire council too. He's a familiar, and his master tells him he's going to be a vampire in a few days, but your master's just waiting for you to die.
It's only been 7 decades.
So have
You've been a familiar for 70 years? Oh my god, Guillermo, stop. It's only been a decade for you? Fuck. Fuck. Some vampires just don't want to turn their familiars. Like, be nice.
any of you met? They did not.
Look at that. And Guillermo's on their side. No, they did not murder the Baron.
Did they...
You did it.
Yes. It was I did it.
I love how everyone's laughing at him. They're like, wait, you did it? The familiar? The human? The human killed the Undying One. Are you sure? Are you sure?
Okay.
Slay. Nandor said no. Okay.
Get to the point.
The punishment
I love how they included the baby with fangs.
is they will be
I love Laslo turned into a bat and flew away. Little bit of a chance. Nadia turned around and ran. Little bit of a chance. Nandor just sees 2 braids bolted to the wall, and he's like, "These are mine." Fine, fine. Oh god, he just brought out his cross because he was afraid. So he was like, stay back. And because Guillermo broke the lamp earlier, it was just a stake now. And bye-bye, vamp.
I've never told anyone that before.
Not
I wish
surprised.
I'd made love more.
Well, you did that a lot. A lot.
I suppose I did.
You know, a lot.
I miss my horse, John.
I love that. Nadia's like, no, but you made love a lot. Like, you fucked a lot of people. Like, a lot. Like, stop. You don't need to fuck more. It's funny that Laslo was Jack the Ripper.
I wish I was better.
Oh no, they're burning. No, stop.
It is an eclipse.
What is that?
Hey, dudes. It's me, Colin Robinson, your roommate.
Oh,
Colin saved y'all. Slay King.
Yeah, Guillermo's here. It's money
Taking
for it.
advantage of us.
He's 100% zapping your energy. I mean, you didn't die. He's just feeding off of you. It's better.
Oh, he's returned.
shut up.
Nice, they turned into bats.
On a roller coaster for vampires.
Nice, they turned into bats. He put them in a pet carrier and he put a blanket on it. Nice. Slay.
Oh, no! And sorry about the camera crew at the bottom of the well. You're going to want to get them out sooner than later. They're in grave danger.
Wait, you didn't get the camera crew out? That's kind of rude.
You had a heck of a day, too, huh?
So now they've lost a boom mic operator and a camera crew. That's fine. I love how Nadia's checking up on her gift that she bestowed upon this girl. I love the opacity in the mirror. I love it. Oh my god, that trick. Great job. Great job. I love her so much. Honestly, I love this show. All the women slay. All the guys, pure comedy. This show is just pure comedy. She's becoming a vampire. I love that. And sometimes, just like once a day, I have the urge to tear my roommate to shreds. Is that normal? No, babe, it's not. You're becoming a vampire though, so it's normal for you. Nadia, you should have brought her to your residence. Like, I don't know why Nadia left her alone. If I was Nadia and I turned her, like, I would go back to her and I would be like, you're becoming a vampire. You can move in with us. And then I would teach her the vampiric ways. And she would live for centuries with y'all. She could be a part of the show.
Oh?
Honestly, Nandor's right. If you're gonna bring someone into the house, you have to show them out too. You can't just fall asleep in your room and be like, okay, you can find your own way out, because then they just stay wandering around the home. Keep people out of our home. I love how they both respected it. She was like, all right, fair enough, that's on me, I'll stop.
What? When did this?
Oh, dang, it was a country, but it dissolved. Sag. I mean, your century is old, Nandor. Did you think your country would last forever?
Happen?
1401.
1401.
To find
Fuck.
out that your country has not existed since 14.
I mean, if she's pitiful to look at, Nadia, then help her.
I suppose I was not much.
Found out that
Aw, he was literally hunting, and he scared the shit out of this man. And then he just hypnotized him to say, you are really... Not even forget I was ever here. He's just out of it. He just wants to talk to someone.
make this place my home.
Yes, Nandor's gonna become an American citizen. Let's go. Go off, King.
It's become pretty clear to me that I'm
Hey, nice. See, Nadia is helping her. Go off. Go off, Queen.
turning into a vampire.
Slay. She's gonna teach you how to kill. Slay, Nadia. Honestly, that's the quote.
Is there any way I could just drink their blood but not kill them?
Yes.
You just shut up.
Yes, you can drink their blood and not kill them and then, like, heal their wound and hypnotize them to forget you. But she ain't gonna teach you that way, because she loves killing.
No, my stupid little baby.
Okay.
I will say, though, eventually she'll probably learn that you can hypnotize, so she'll get there, but Nadia's a killer. Okay, so he applied for citizenship back in 1992 because of the American basketball team. Okay, You know, that's a valid excuse. He was obsessed with the Macarena. He didn't have time to complete his citizenship. That's valid. Totally fair. I love that so much. Nadia's like, okay, so every vampire has a power. Let's just figure out what yours is. I love how Nadia's power is being an excellent crawler on walls. That's amazing. Slay. Jenna's right there. She's the new vampire. She's gonna be there all the time now, please.
She should be in a bloody cage.
Married.
Just do it.
Maybe just like go over what he should answer first, because he'll just be honest, and he was alive in the 1200s and 14 in the 1200s, and he murdered and pillaged people. He got driven out of his country.
Once.
Gotta lie all the
37
time.
women.
To 37 women.
Jenna, Laslo is very sorry and he has something to say.
You've been married once, but it was to 37 women, so does that count as 1 or 37? He's a good husband for Nadia. Like, Nadia wants to help Jenna, so he's like, fine, we'll help the baby vampire. Yeah, Nadia turned her into a vampire, and because she felt bad for her. No one feels bad for you, Guillermo. You kind of do everything for them, and you've been doing everything for them for a decade. Just think about it logistically. If they turned you, they would have to find a new familiar to do everything. And they go through familiars like it's nothing. So, no. Of course they're going to keep you around, bud. Literally, it's one of the virgins that Guillermo got for the sacrifice for the Baron in the first place. I love how none of them ever thought about where their clothes go. And they're like, no, Jenna, you don't have to take off your clothes. They just go with you. And she's like, no, but like, where do they go? We never really thought about it. Kind of just works. But I mean, if it works, you kind of don't think about it, right? You're just like, I don't know. They just disappear, I guess. Okay, now I will say they are just gonna show you and then have you try. What do you expect them to do? They've been doing it for centuries, so it's just second nature to them. They probably don't even remember when they first were learning all this stuff.
But
Okay, slay.
It's okay, calm down. Just stop.
What the fuck did you turn into, sweetheart? You know, it's her first transformation. It's her first transformation. You did great. I just love how Guillermo still helps Nandor. Like, legit, when she walked in, I would be like, no, Nandor, you're gonna turn me right now or I'm leaving. And then I would leave if he didn't turn me. Like, legit, you've been doing this for a decade. But, like, he doesn't want to do anything else with his life. He wants to be a vampire. Like, that's all he wants. If Nandor said no, I would beg Nadia. I would beg Laslo. I would beg all three of them every fucking day until they turned me. Like, eventually they would turn you just to shut you up. And then you would be a vampire. I would still be, honestly, I would be like, listen, I get it. I do everything for y'all. I'll still be your familiar. We can even tell people that I'm your familiar. I want to be a vampire. Turn me into a vampire. I'll still do all the housework. I'll still help you all with stuff. Just make me a fucking vampire now. And I feel like they would, honestly. Just because why not? What does it hurt? I was gonna say, you kind of can't whisper about vampires. They can hear you. But, I mean, he's mad. He's mad that you're a vampire and he's not. Like, can you really blame him?
Obviously.
Do whatever the hell we want.
Slay, she's like, well, you don't want to do it the easy way, we'll do it the hard way. I will hypnotize you. And I love how she throws in the part, you will respect women a hell of a lot more from now on.
No.
Not everyone can be hypnotized. They already told us that. And he is a worker that doesn't like to just give out citizenship to everyone. They take their job very seriously, and he's not just going to turn you into a citizen because you tell him to. They have to want to do it.
Or something. please describe the
I love that. I love how they phrased it though. He's like, well, government workers seem to be immune to hypnotism. Their souls must be dead. Oh well, they're broken. I love Nadia so much. She's like, literally everyone in here is an asshole. It doesn't matter who you pick. Just pick someone and eat them. Thank you. Love it. Her power is to go invisible. Slay, queen.
There's so many human people.
I love how she's like, wait, can I do it again? It was a lot of emotion that got you into it. You were stressed, like a little bit angry, very angry, you know. You gotta practice, but you'll get it. You'll get it after enough practice. And honestly, slay, queen. There you go. Good job, Jenna. Good job. Good job.
This is the best night of my life. Okay, wait. Where's Dracula's in there?
I love the girl that looks at a drink. She's like, have I drunken too much? Is this real? I love her. She's like, yes, the singer. I'm going to go invisible, take him outside in front of everybody, and then hide him behind a bush and murder him. I love her. I love Jenna.
Sorry, hold.
I love it. She's like, wait, I just need a little bit more so that way I'll have some for when I'm hungry later. I love it. I love it. So it's not like Interview with the Vampire, you know, they can save the human blood and heat it up in the microwave later and it's just fine. Slay. Slay.
Help me.
Uh-oh, they can't say the word God.
So help me.
When you say it, your mouth is on fire. Oh my god. Oh my god. Thank you, Guillermo. Literally just stand up for yourself. Like, stop complaining, Nandor. You're a fucking vampire. It's funny because Nandor thinks that Guillermo was just giving him a pep talk, but Guillermo's just like, bro, just turn me into a vampire. Like, fuck y'all. Y'all made Jenna a vamp, honestly. Make Guillermo one. Well, I don't think he ever becomes a vampire. I'm sorry. Spoilers if y'all haven't seen the whole one. I don't think he ever becomes a vampire because he's a vampire hunter. But I feel like a vampire hunter would be better if it was, like, if he was also a vampire, because then he would be just as fast as them. So I feel like they should have turned him. Like, they should turn him, and then he would slay even more as a vampire hunter. But yeah, that's my opinion. So she's gonna wear a UV blocking helmet. Okay.
It is.
That's fair.
What the fuck?
Not gonna work.
Oh, this is very hot. Let's go.
Yeah, didn't work though. Didn't work. And I love how Nadia turned into a bat and flew away when they were right next to a window. You could have just sprinted inside. Delay. You have been selected to host the biannual vampire orgy. Twice a year, we all get together and have raw sex. And you know, Guillermo probably loves to be around this too because it's carnal passion. But he has to prep the place, you know, plastic everywhere, on everything, on all surfaces, even the roof because vampires crawl. I gotta say the vampire orgy would probably be my favorite part of being a vampire. I'm sorry, it just would be. Okay, so when they asked Nandor, Nadia, and Laslo about how the orgy is, Nandor and Laslo, the men, were like carnal desires, passions. It's supposed to be enjoyed. There's lots of toppings. There's lots of things, like lots of sex, all that. And Nadia's like, it's fine. And that's it. Like, literally, slay queen. She's like, I don't really care about an orgy. I just want to fuck Laslo, and he cares about an orgy, so I do it for him. Like, that's the truth. The problem with vampires is great ideas, honestly, like new paintings, drugs, all that, but like Guillermo doesn't know where to find most of that stuff. You're lucky that he found you all virgins, and you're just like, no, 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 go find it. Good luck.
Picture of us.
Damn. So Nadia takes it seriously though, because like socially, you're the ones that threw the last orgy, so there's no recovery if it's bad. Laslo's like, I wouldn't kill myself. Nadia's like, I would kill you though, and then I would kill myself, so like you would be dead. Don't fuck this shit up. You best to follow my plan.
Ain't absorbent tao.
Love it. That's my familiar. Only I can order him. Oh, thank you, master. What do you need? Literally everything they just said you still have to do. I just wanted to be the one to tell you. Okay. So is Colin like actually excited about this? He's like, I set up a strobe light. I hope people like it. The I guess like as an energy vampire, he probably doesn't get very active because he's not like seductive. But you know what? Slay King, you got a strobe light? Sounds fun.
Speakers because it shows human food, and if
I got this one because it shows human food. Bud, I love you, Colin, but your room definitely needs like at least a wall of, at least a coat of paint or two. I love this because a typical orgy, you have a mirror on the ceiling so you can see what's going on. Vampires have one of their familiars just narrating the whole thing. That's awesome.
Catholic. I need a
Okay.
It's just a lot of demanding things.
He was raised very Catholic. Okay, yeah, Guillermo maybe not too excited over the orgy. That's a lot if you were raised Catholic, and then you have to do an orgy biannually too, because he probably goes with them every time.
What machine?
You see, here's the problem. Guillermo's one person, y'all are three vampires. You can't all three be barking orders at him constantly. Y'all do need more familiars.
You know what? I'm gonna take 5 minutes.
One familiar per vampire, or one familiar per vampire couple if it's a couple. But even if it's a vampire couple, I would say one familiar per person, because there's always things that you'll both want. Like one vampire should have one familiar, and every 5 years they should turn them if they're a good enough familiar. If not, then they wait 10 years. The maximum should be 10 years. If they're not good enough, then they get dismissed and you wipe their memory clean. And you get them a decent job, because if they've been with you for 10 years, their life's kind of over. So you get them a decent job so they have a future, and it's all up to them. Shut the F up. Shut the F up. Seriously? You pay $1,200 a month for this, Guillermo? Excuse me? Excuse me? You could get roommates. You could have such a better life. Stop. Stop, bud. You need decorations before you get virgins. It's not like it's a party for vampires or anything.
But he's also my friend.
You see, Guillermo cares about his friends. He doesn't want to sacrifice his friends.
There was a girl though.
That's disgusting. His friend got a nosebleed and literally Nandor licked the blood off the ground. Disgusting. Slay! The vampires showed up and they all seem to be having a great time. Okay, Slay, you all did amazing.
God, Jerry.
Doesn't count. Don't tell your.
So, it was a great party. And then Laslo had to kill the vibe because Nadia didn't appreciate all of his porno films and said some of them didn't make sense, which they honestly didn't. And then Guillermo's friend got his dick sucked, so he's no longer a virgin. Great. Great. Shitty orgy ruined your reputation. Damn, and literally Guillermo wants to be like Armand from Interview with the Vampire, a powerful vampire, but he's just not.
I think the word.
I like how Guillermo does get their DNA tested though. Turns out we get some fun results.
Tested it. Oh, okay. Well, the story is
I love that. He's like, I won't have my semen stolen again. Guillermo's like, no. This is very scientific. I have no idea what the F you're talking about.
some witches decided to steal my semen.
Some witches stole your semen. Damn, Nandor. Okay. I guess he's just such a powerful dad that, like, some witches wanted to have that seed just ready and waiting. I like how Colin Robinson got his DNA tested, and the results literally say 100% white. Jesus, okay.
100,000 direct descendants live.
See, Nandor has a shit ton of descendants because he raped and pillaged a lot in his time, so all of his descendant line just kept spreading out, spreading out. I love how he finds some of them. Like, here's the problem though, Nandor. I love you, and I know that he's just trying to reach out to some extended family because he's a bit lonely, but you can't just stalk your internet family online and then bring them gifts. That's super creepy.
I'm trying to tell you she's 94. So young. Don't tap on the...
She's 94. Do not be floating outside of her window. You're gonna give this poor woman a heart attack.
This is...
And she had a heart attack. Of course she did, dude. What's wrong with you, Nandor?
Oh no.
And then
She is obsessed with this Gregor dude. I love you, Nadia, but it's just not meant to be. He gets decapitated in every single life.
he is brutally like this.
I love that. She's like, I like it when he's subservient, but not like this when he's all tied up and chained. Hey, and there's Gregor with his memories. He's breaking out of this psychiatric ward. Well, they're vampires, so they can't go into the church. Why wouldn't you tell them that it's in a church? I get it's a funeral, so it's in a church, but like they're vampires, so they can't go in. Why wouldn't you tell them? You're smarter than that, Guillermo. Come on. Okay, so they can go inside a church. It just hurts them a lot because there's crosses everywhere.
Darvish. She did not have children of her own, but many considered her a mother.
They're literally just burning and crying blood. Yeah, no, maybe don't go inside. You definitely didn't have to go inside. You could have stayed outside. And then they get home from the funeral, and because they literally were just sitting there in pain, they're tired. So good night, sleep well, see you tomorrow, y'all. You know, honestly, y'all deserve a nice rest. Gregor's coming. He's coming. Honestly, he's coming for you, Nadia. He's your love. Remember, you know, you guys are always meant to be together. He hasn't been decapitated yet. Hey, Slay. You found her.
Catch up.
Uh-oh. Laslo's here. I love how they have burns on their faces because they were crying fire and blood. Oh my god. I love the makeup on the show too. Bye, Gregor.
I am here. And I cut your head off.
It's always Laslo that cuts Gregor's head off.
Oh, shit.
Well, duh. You love Nadia and you keep going after Nadia and he's Nadia's husband. Did you think he wasn't gonna do anything? Oh, every time that he turns up, Nadia starts crying because she remembers the past and he doesn't want her to suffer, so he gets rid of the problem, which in this case is Gregor. At least Nadia stopped Laslo. She was like, just let him live one full life. Don't cut off his head. And then Laslo was like, if it's what you want, babe, that's fine. Don't fucking come back here. Honestly, slay. Power couple right there. He literally was just getting on his bike and driving away and got decapitated. Oh well. Bye, Gregor. Maybe in the next life. If you made it this far, please be sure to hit that like button. Leave a comment down below what was your favorite part of season 1. My favorite part was probably Jenna being turned. Honestly, slay. I hope that we do get to see her again. I don't remember like every scene, but I have watched the show a few times. I love it. I love it, and I see something funny every single episode. Honestly, y'all slay. I slay. Let's slay together. Thanks again, and bye.